Okay, so today we are here with the autopsy and possibly the burnout of this Samsung FMA 70C2Y compressor from the dehumidifier that I tore apart the other day. Now, I've taken it apart, well, sort of taken it apart. I've cut the top of the dome off. As we can see, it's nice and clean inside, which it should be. The crud and grunge in there is just from cutting it apart with an angle grinder. Now let's take a look at the oil that's in it and see. Well, first of all, before we even do that, the problem was not that the compressor was seized. As you can see, the compressor works, still spins nice and freely. It was shooting oil out of the pressure side earlier, but it's not doing that now, probably because whatever was in the line blew out. But as you can see, it does still build pressure. So the compressor part of it itself is fine. It's just an electrical problem with the windings. As you can see here, we've got some melting of the little tie strings here. So it definitely overheated in the past. Now let's take a look at the oil. See if I can prop the, again, I'm using my phone, so see if we can see that. Let's pour the oil out. I'm not sure if you can see, but the oil is nice and clear. So, again, not a problem with the compressor locking or seizing or anything like that. Alright. We have now de-oiled the compressor. It's sitting in there on its spring mounts. Let's get some power hooked up to this thing and see what happens. Alright, so we've got the wires hooked up, power ready, and let's see what happens. Well, that's interesting. It's trying to go, it looks like. Alright, see if we'll turn it the other way. See if it'll actually go. And the neighbor's cutting the grass, so please excuse that for a moment. Let's see what happens here. Okay, nothing there, I mean. Seems like we probably just have a dead winding or something, or a dead pole. And we locked again. Alright. Alright, so since that wasn't working right, let's try and see what happens here. Whoa! Well, I can see we definitely have some sort of short there. Let's try putting it back on the other terminal, see what it does. Now I've believe that's just running on the start winding. We're getting some smoke. Probably just going to end up tripping the breaker or something. So let's just pull that before we kill something in the house. Although the wires aren't getting warm. Try that again. Yeah, that's shorted there. Whew, smells good. Try this again. And let's just see how long it'll run. We're getting warm here, it looks like. And we stopped. Really? That's it? Probably tripped the breaker because it wasn't even humming there. Now I can hear sizzling. Still getting power. Oh, that was pretty pathetic. Phew. Oh well, we'll tear this thing apart the rest of the way and get a look, let it cool down a little bit. Nice crackling noises in there. I was hoping for something a little bit more spectacular than that. Huh. Oh well. But yeah, we'll tear this apart and we'll actually do an autopsy on the compressor itself. So there we go, and thanks for watching. Well, it isn't quite dead yet. We still get a little bit of a hum. That's looking a little bit better. Phew. And that's it. Love the smell of burning insulation. And I think that's all she's got. We probably just... don't breathe this. Probably just burned through one of the main conductors. But that's a little warm. It's still turning freely, so not the pump problem. Probably just a shorted winding, as you can see here on this side, which is where all the smoke was coming from. We've got some discolored windings here and bubbling of the insulation. So it's just a cheap crap compressor in what was probably a fairly expensive dehumidifier. Yep, made in Korea. Yeah, so we'll tear this apart. And thanks for watching.